Hi everyone, still alive and kicking, anybody wonders. Not really been painting much, to be honest. I don't know, I've not really had the inspiration, but nevertheless, I woke up this morning and thought, crikey, give it a go. But I wanted to do something today that's going to be really going to try and loosen me up. I don't want to go back to where I was before I put my paints to one side for a while. I want to kind of go back with a much, almost like I'm starting again with a much clean, not so much cleaner approach, but a much looser approach. I know I've always painted in quite a loose style, but now I want to focus on really being quite instant and descriptive with my painting. And there's a reason for that, because with the warmer weather on the way in the next couple of months, I want to get out more, painting in the do some on plein air painting, and for that you've got to be able to work very fast, quickly, respond to what you see quickly. So I'm just going to pluck a picture out of somewhere and I'm going to paint something. Probably it's going to be something I'm quite familiar with, like boats, and I'm going to paint that. So if you're interested in just seeing, I'll speed it up a bit so you don't have to sit through the whole thing at my sort of painting pace. But I'm going to try and limit my painting time to no more than half an hour. The time that I actually spend painting will be half an hour. Obviously the video will be shorter because I'm going to speed it up a bit. But I'll try and do a bit of a voiceover afterwards as well to give you some idea what I was thinking we're doing. But yeah, I just fancy giving it a go today. I hope you enjoy it. Leave any comments below and I'll read them and reply if I can. And I hope you're all doing well. So enjoy the video. Okay then, I've got a simple selection of brushes. Obviously a pencil, a little 4B pencil, 3 brushes. I really want to keep this simple. As I was saying earlier, I've not actually painted for, gosh, how long is it now? Probably 7 or 8 months, any watercolour at all. That I haven't really painted anything. A bit sketching, but no painting for about 8 months. So I want to really loosen up. I don't want to go back to how I was painting. I really want to try something different. So I'm going to really launch myself into this, and it's just going to be sort of an immediate sketch. So as you can see, I've sketched out this boat here really, really roughly, and I've wet the sky a bit, and I'm just adding a little bit of ultramarine and burnt umber with a touch of red, just making some greys, and just going to keep the sky really simple. Keep it a little bit lighter over towards the left hand side behind the boat. And I'm just using the same mix for the sea with just a bit addition of yellow in places to make it a bit greeny blue. Not thinking much about the colours really, or about the painting. Now this painting took me less than 30 minutes, and I'm not trying to paint quickly in the sense of getting the job done, but I just feel like if I leave myself a time limit, I'm not going to fiddle around and waste my time doing things that aren't necessary. I want the painting to look as fresh as possible. You know, this is just a sketch, obviously, but it gives you an idea what can be achieved, I suppose. Just with the hull of the boat, it's very rusty in places, so I'm just mixing the colours on the page, just adding some burnt sienna, cobalt blue, bit of ultramarine, touch of red and ultramarine together to make a purpley colour, and just sketching in the hull. Getting the value of the hull correct is quite important here, because it's what makes the waves stand out, that the boat is creating the bow wave. So getting the value slightly darker than the sea, so it helps create that wave, which we'll finish off a bit later in the painting with some more washes. Just painting the deck of the boat, the superstructure, if you like, the cabin of the boat, and just painting that in with a little bit of raw sienna, a touch of red, a touch of blue maybe, I don't know. Again, just adding more browns to the roof. As I said, I'm not really thinking much about the colours in this. I'm just painting, just keeping it fresh and lively, just drawing with the brush really. The drawing that I did for the boat was really loose. I didn't sort of study it too hard. I just created an outline and thought I'll use that to fill it in and to let the paint do the work. But yeah, I was just saying, I haven't painted for long. I've been sort of occupied doing other things. Obviously I work 3 days a week. I work and I do that 3 days a week. And I'll be making some wine. I bought myself a new bicycle. I'll be getting out on that if I can. So ultimately, when the weather's nice, just getting out and about really. But I so want to get back into plein air painting this summer that the reason for me actually sort of trying to quicken my technique a little bit and sort of paint faster in a more of a sketchy way, I suppose, is this little exercise here, but trying to loosen myself up, and that's how I'm going to be painting, how I'm going to be working for the foreseeable. I'm really going to try and apply myself to be more disciplined and paint more regularly, basically. Again, I'm just sketching in all the rigging here. I'm just using this little Chinese brush for that. No rulers, no pencils, just suggesting it. And if all the lines are wiggly, it doesn't matter. If you start doing some with a ruler and then some freehand, it will look out of place. But if you keep everything together, everything in a sort of loose or everything tight. Just want to suggest some birds at the back of the boat here. So I just put in some little dark shapes, look like wings at the back. I was going to get some gouache, or some white gouache, just to put the highlights of the birds in, but I didn't have any, so I couldn't. Just working on the bow wave here, just using very watery washes of cobalt blue, burnt umber, to try and create a little bit of form on the waves. Again, not being too precise about it. Just keep it all into all in one style, if you like. I think that the brush I've got here, I've had this brush years, and it's just so versatile. It really is. I think it cost me about £6 or £7 off of Amazon, and it's just about a number, I don't know what number it would be, about a 5 or 6 round Chinese style brush. Absolutely fantastic. And again, just suggesting the waves. You could be there trying to, I'm not really studying the sea pattern. I'm just using it from memory here, just to create some shapes to give it a little bit of feeling of the swell of the sea and the boat going up and down. Again, there we go. I was quite pleased with the little sketch, really. It's a lively little painting. I was quite pleased with it, having not painted for a while. It was nice to, I think it went better than I thought it was going to go, let's put it that way. I wasn't going to record it and put it up, but I just thought, no, it will force me. I don't want to be too worried about the results, because if you're worried about the results, it holds you back, and you don't, you become a bit too sort of self-conscious about what you're doing, and I think ultimately, like I say, that holds you back. So I thought, record it, put it up, and if people look at it or watch it, then that's up to them, but it might help some other people maybe a bit stuck. This is the mainland in the background, or the coastline, and again I'm just loosely suggesting that with a bit of ultramarine and cad red. Just jotting it in, breaking it up in places, keeping it really loose. I think it works okay. This is a sheet of £140 paper. Anyway, this is about it. I hope you found that interesting as much as you can do. There's not a lot of information there, but I don't know. Like, as I said, if you're stuck in a rut and you want to loosen up, it's interesting to see how other people approach painting in a loose style. So keep an eye out, and I'll put some more up hopefully, and you'll see what happening. So thanks for watching. Take care, and bye for now.